All right, so this is going to be a Google Ads for your Shopify dropshipping tutorial. I'm going to show you how to set up a campaign in Google to drive more sales for your dropshipping store. And I recently had the privilege to have like a consultation call with one of Google representatives. And we were on a call for about an hour, and she guided me through different functions and different technicalities inside of Google Ads, because honestly, I didn't really know that much about Google before the call. However, now I feel much more confidence with Google Ads. So I would like to share this knowledge with you. I would like to share everything that I have learned from this call. Let's go ahead, let's jump inside of Google Ads, and I would like to show you how to set up a Google Ads campaign for your Shopify dropshipping store. And also at the end of this video, I would like to show you a little hack, a little trick inside of Google Ads, how you can set up a specific campaign which is going to give you a 20x ROAS, okay? This is going to be a video that is going to be available inside of my course as well, but I'd like to share this here as well for those of you who are going to watch this video until the end. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go inside of Google and let's set up our first campaign. So once you're in Google, you want to click New Campaign and you want to click Sales. And we're going to do a search campaign, okay? So we're going to click Search, and then you want to click Website Visits. And for this tutorial, I don't want to reveal my website just yet, okay? Because that's going to be revealed once again in my course that is coming out soon. But we're going to use turnedyellow.com as an example, okay? Because this website is very similar to what I do. It's a custom portrait store, okay? If you don't know, watch a couple of my videos on my channel, what I'm talking about. I don't do specifically drop shipping, but I do kind of like a variation of drop servicing where I sell custom portraits, right? So you upload a photo to my website, and then I have a team of artists that create that illustration, and then we send that as a digital file for you, okay? So check out turnedyellow.com to get an understanding of what it means. Now, once you have the website, you want to click Continue. However, you see this last little box here where it says you've correctly set up to track sales as conversions. So you want to make sure that you set up your conversions. You just want to add a little piece of code to your Shopify store. There are a bunch of videos on YouTube talking about this. I'm not going to go through this in this video because this is more specifically about how to set up the campaign and not specifically about conversions. So if you don't have this set up, make sure you go to conversion settings. And if you need some guidance, just look for a video on YouTube. But anyway, you need to make sure that you've set this up, and then you click Continue. So on this part of setting up, you want to disable display network. This is what, and by the way, everything that I'm telling you in this video was told to me by the Google representative. This is not what I came up with, right? I was literally going with her step by step, like sharing my screen, and I was asking like, okay, should I put this? Should I put that? And she was like, okay, don't do this, do this, okay? So this is really valuable. Disable display network, you don't want that. All countries and locations. Language, English, okay. And here comes the audience. This is something that Google added fairly recently. It was not there because before, Google used to be only keyword based, right? So you would have the keywords that you want to have your ads for, and then you would only have the option to do negative, like, disable certain keywords and have the other keywords enabled, right? But now, what Google is doing is Google is competing with Facebook ads. And the way Facebook ads works is that they have different demographics, behaviors, interests, and so forth. And so if we click onto audiences here, this is something that Facebook has, right? And so I feel that many people are now going to go even more into Google because of the recent updates with iOS 14 and iOS 14 and a half, or iOS 14.5. And so this is kind of like in Google, kind of like in Facebook. So you can have different interests, you can have different demographics, behaviors, and so forth. So you can search here, for example, in a relationship, right? That's my favorite one. And you can see that it's a detailed demographic. And then what you can do is you can add this as an audience, right? And so basically what you want to do here with the audiences is you want to add audiences that match your targeting, okay? So let's say, for example, you are doing pet portraits, right? Or you're selling pets, pet accessories, pet supplies. Well, you then want to add different pets interests here, right? So pet supplies, and this is an in-market audience, right? This means that Google knows who is looking for pet supplies currently, right? And he's going to know that since you chose this audience, that it should show it ads more to people who are in the market for pet supplies, okay? Okay? So you want to choose that. If, for example, you're in the baby niche, okay, you can choose baby. So in-market audience for baby and toddler feeding or toddler clothing, right? So you can see that this is very much like Facebook ads. So yeah, and then you can also have gifts and occasion, personalized gift. This is something that I used for my brand, right? Because as I said, I do these custom portraits. But if you're doing drop shipping, if you're selling physical products, you can. This still applies to you. You just have to think about what applies to you. What is your target audience? And then you want to find the audience here, right? And then if you click browse here, there you can find a lot more, right? So who they are, their parental status, right? Education, employment, what are they interested in, right? And my Google representative told me that this is super important. This is even more important than keywords. Not more important, but it is as important as keywords, right? Because basically the way Google now works is that it has this very complicated algorithm which puts together the keywords and the audiences to find the best buyers for you, right? Because the Google algorithm is interested in making money, right? And so they want to give you the best results, so you spend more money with them, right? And then everyone benefits, right? Google benefits by making more money, you benefit by making more money, and the customers benefit as well by having much more kind of specific products for their needs, what they're looking in the market for right now. And that's why you want to have the best offer possible, right? Because in the long term, if you have the best offer possible, best customer support, in the long term, you're going to win in this game, okay? And then once you've chose all of your audiences here, you want to click observation. Okay, don't do targeting, do observation. For budget, she said, I was like, okay, what budget should I do? And she said, you can do anything between 10 to 50 euros or $50, what you want to say. So that depends on your budget, really. If you want to go in the low end, go something for 10. If you want to go a little bit higher, go 20. If you have a lot of budget to spend, you can go 50, right? I did 20 because I wanted to get data a little bit more faster. So, and by the way, this is something that happened to me and I emailed her about this. So don't worry, this happens to you. Google spent 20 euros in like half an hour the first day. I kid you not. I launched the ads. As soon as it got approved, it spent the budget in like 20, 30 minutes, and that's it, and no more clicks for the day. And I was like, what? This is crazy. So I emailed her. I'm like, is this normal? She's like, yes, don't worry. Google is learning, the algorithm is learning who to show the ads to. And then later on, again, you know, it slowed down and then the performance was much more stable. For the bidding, you want to optimize for conversions. You want to unclick the set a target cost per action. Oops. You want to unclick the set a target cost per action because in the beginning, when you're first starting your campaign, you don't have enough data to do this, but later on, once you do have enough data, you can launch a separate campaign where you can change the bidding and have a target cost per action, okay? So you have the conversions and that's it. This is also very important, ad extensions. I'm not going to go through them now here because it will basically reveal my website and I don't want to do this at the moment, but As you can see here, it says that you can get up to a 15% higher click-through rate, CTR, if you have these extensions, right? And so basically what these extensions are is underneath the ad, you will have like more extensions, right? So let me show you what I mean. Yeah, so this is an extension, customer reviews, 3 simple steps, okay? That is an extension. And this right here, turn me yellow reviews, right? So you wanna click through them and you wanna add them. And image extensions is also something very new. So you wanna make sure you add a couple of images here as well. You click save and continue once you have the extensions, and then you go to the ad group level. This is kind of like the ad set in Facebook ads, okay? So because we have the turnedyellow.com website here, you will see that Google is going to automatically import all of the keywords that it thinks are related, right? So you can see it's very accurate, turn me yellow, Simpsonize me, Simpson yourself, and so forth, right? So you want to do this for your own brand, for your own product, for your own offer, right? I can't tell you how to, how you can go ahead and choose the keywords, right? Because you know best what are your keywords, right? But there is one tool that you can use. It's called Keyword Planner right here. Let me show you what's inside the Keyword Planner. All right, so inside of Keyword Planner, you have 2 options. You can either discover new keywords or you can get search volume and forecast. I always use the discover new keyword feature. And then you want to change the language to English and you want to change the country to all countries, okay? And then here, you want to have your most broad keyword for your brand, okay? So let's say, for example, you are selling pet supplies, okay? So you want to put let's say, for example, you're doing specifically for dogs. So let's put dog leash, right? I hope that's the way you spell it, or no? Leash, okay, that's not. Anyway, dog leash, and then you get results. And so you can see right here, if you sort by average monthly searches, you can see the related keywords and how much search data they have, right? So keywords that you provided, dog leash, it gets searched 110,000 times on average per month, and the competition is high, right? So if you're just starting out, this is probably not going to be a profitable keyword for you. And then there are related ones, right? Dog belt, dog lead, dog harness, no pull, and so forth. So yeah, you want to look for these keywords, and this will give you an idea of what kind of keywords you can target for yourself. Now, once you have all of the keywords, there are 3 different match types that you can have. You can have a broad match type, you can have a phrase match, and you can have an exact match. So when I asked her and I told her, listen, I don't understand what this is. How do I do, like, which one do I choose? And she's like, don't worry, just do broad match, okay? Broad match is like, it will basically take both the keyword, the phrase match, and the exact match as well, right? So broad match is like basically everything. If you don't want to think too much, just go broad match. And you can see right here, Google does that automatically. It just goes broad match on all of them. If you want to do phrase match, you want to add these little things here, like this. Okay, but we're not going to do this because we just want to have broad match for all of them. And then you click, once you have all the keywords, you click save and continue. And then for the ads. So for the ads, you want to make sure that first off, you have a lot of headlines, okay? And for optimal ad performance, include these keywords in your headlines. So the way it works best is that you want to have the keywords that people are looking for in your headline, okay? So let's say, for example, people are looking for Simpsons drawing, okay? Drawings. So you want to add that exact keyword here. You want to put Simpsons drawings, okay? And then you want to add Simpsons family portrait, if there's enough space for that. Simpsons family portraits, okay? and so forth. So you want to add all of these keywords related here, and then it has more, it can give you more ideas, right? So you want to add as many keywords here as possible into the headlines, okay? Because people are going to search for different keywords, and the way people work is that whatever they search for, they want to see that exact keyword in the headline, okay? That increases the CTR. If they search for turn me into a Simpsons character, and if you have that as a headline, well, you know, they're gonna most likely click on that. And Google is most likely to show your ad whatever people are searching for, right? So don't try and invent a bicycle, okay? Just, you know, use whatever Google is telling you here. Use these keywords and put them in the headlines. For the descriptions, less important than the headlines, but still important. You know, Google gives you ideas here, but they're not that accurate, right? But, you know, come up with something. It's not that important, but just have your like best proposals, and also have your keywords there as well, right? So turn yellow, Simpsonize me, and so forth. And then have a couple of benefits like fast turnaround time, talented artists, or whatever the benefits are in your business, right? Whatever their value propositions are. Once you have the headlines and the descriptions, save and continue. And then it's going to ask you to review all of the settings, right? So when it's launching, all the countries, languages, budget, sales, the bid strategy, and then you have the keywords, the ads, and then once you have all of this, you click publish. Google is pretty fast at reviewing your ads, and then boom, you're off to a good start. Now, a couple of important notions here before I show you the little hack I promised you in the beginning is that don't be if you launch it, right, don't be scared that Google is going to spend your 20 euros or $20 or however much your daily budget is in the first 20 minutes after launching, okay? It can happen. That's what happened to me. And, you know, that's normal, right? As they say, the algorithm is learning. So, yeah, that's something to look out for. Because later on, it's going to spend less and it will equal out, right? So you should look at your spend more on a weekly basis, right? So on a weekly basis, it's not going to spend more than your daily budget times whatever the days are, right? So I hope that makes sense. Some days it will spend more, some days it will spend less. Okay, so now let me show you the hack that I told you about. You can see right here that I have this campaign. And it had, this month, it had 12 conversions, right? The cost per conversion is €1.66, and the conversion value is 575. And so the return on ad spend, right, is 28.86. So that's so for every euro I spend, I get back 29 euros basically, right? And so that is absolutely crazy. Now, how do I do that? What is this campaign? It's crazy, right? It only spent 20 euros and it generated back 575 euros, and it's at 5 euros a day. So this is something which is called a branded search campaign. And basically what it is you have a search campaign and the only keyword you have is your brand name, okay? So let's say your brand name is, I don't know, pink unicorns, right? Or the pink dancing unicorns or whatever it is, right? And you're advertising this brand, you know, it's all over social media, you're spending money on social media, whatever. And then people, what they're going to do is they're going to search for that keyword inside of Google, right? And when people look for your branded search keyword, they are very likely to buy. You can see right here how likely they are to buy. I have 29 ROAS, right? And so this is simply a brand search campaign. You set up everything the same way as I showed you now, but when you get to the keywords part, oh, you don't have any audiences, and when you get to the keywords part, your only keyword you should have is your brand name, okay? And that is why I recommend my students and everyone to have a specific, like a nice branding name for your business, right? Because if you have a brand name, if you have something like cute portraits of me.com, right? It's hard to remember, it's too long, people are gonna make mistakes, it's not like, it's hard to remember, and there's going to be probably competition for that keyword. If you have your brand name in the search campaign, this is the type of ROAS you can expect, right? So that's why you want to come up with a brand name when you're putting together your Shopify dropshipping, drop servicing store. So I hope this video was valuable. If you found it valuable, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be releasing more videos like this. And on this note, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Till next time.